So now we will move on to types of relations. Now first thing is reflexive relation, then we will have irreflexive and all. So I was trying to upload this introduction to relations and some important message and all, but my broadband connection is not working at home, and I don't know when I will be able to upload this, because Vodafone net actually doesn't work to upload longer videos like this. So on this, let's hope this problem fixes soon, so I can upload videos and you can watch. So if you love watching my videos, please do like, and wherever you are preparing your friends and all, please share with them, and please at least subscribe. Okay, so like this is, I just request you to do this. If you love watching my videos, please do subscribe. So just it will just boost my confidence, so that like I am a person who needs confidence a lot. Okay, so I have told you that I, like many times in my videos, that I'm such an underconfident person. So now let's move on to reflexive relations. So what is reflexive relation? So with this statement, it may look vague, but it's not. I will tell you how and everything. So a relation R on a set A. So a relation is there. So I have told you what's relation and all. A set is A given is said to be reflexive if X relation X for all X belongs to A. So I'll tell you. Okay, so just take this statement again. A relation R on a set A, a relation is taken, is said to be reflexive if X is related to X, related to X, same element is related to itself. Okay, so for all, okay, not just a single element, for all the elements. So now let's say this is the same thing, X comma X belongs to R for all X belongs to A. So now let's take this. This is our statement. Set, not statement. Sorry. This is our set, and we have to find out Cartesian product of this. We have already told you that it can be like Cartesian product. You don't need two sets. Like you can do Cartesian product on the single set only. So how it is done? One is, let's say, you can write it like this. Okay, 1 2 3 again. So like this, similar thing, you can just 1 into 1 plus 1, then 1 into 2, not into 2, 1 is related to 2, 1 related to 3, like this. Okay, then 2 related to 1, 2 related to 2, 2 related to 3, then 3 related to 1, 3 related to 2, like this. We will continue. Okay, 3 related to 3. So this is our Cartesian product, which is coming down to as our Cartesian product here. So now let's see the diagonal elements. Not actually diagonal, you can write in a single row. Yes, this is row. I tend to forget this is column and this is row. I always forget this kind of thing. I do silly mistakes. So like this diagonal element 1 1 2 2 3 3, they have to be present. The minimum thing, they have to be present in the relation, then only it is reflexive relation. Let's take some example. Okay, so suppose a relation here is relation 1, it containing, let's say 1 1 and let's say 1 2 and 1 3. Okay, so this is not a reflexive relation. Why? Because you may think that x is present, 1 1 is present, but here another thing is present, for all. So for all x, so here 1 2 3, all these 3 elements have to be present related to itself only. So this is not a reflexive relation. Let's take another example. So R2, 1 1 1 2 2 and 2 3. Let's see this. Okay, so 1 1 is present, 2 2 is present, but 3 3 is not present. So again this is false, not possible. Now let's say here 1 1 2 2 3 3, let's say 3, what are present, 3 1 something, 1 2 are present. So this is our reflexive relation. The minimum thing, this has to be present. Whatever the elements are there, this has to be present. 1 1 2 2 3 3, there these elements have to be present, and whatever rest are present or not, that actually doesn't matter. Okay, so the minimum thing, this all three things can be present. Okay, so the another thing, important thing is that null relation is not a reflexive relation, because minimum is this, minimum is 1 1 2 2 3 3, this have to be present, then only you can say reflexive. Others, whatever is present, it actually doesn't matter, at least the minimum thing should be present. So this is it. So the smallest is n, and the largest is n square. Okay, so why its largest is n square? So well, let's say it is 1, and so minimum it will be present is the all the this reflexive relation 1 1 2 2 3 2 3 3 like this. Minimum is this, and the largest is n into this is n square, so this has to be present. Okay, so n into n equals n square. So this is lowest cardinality, and this is highest cardinality. Okay, so another important note is, if a relation is reflexive, any superset is also reflexive. Okay, this is very important, because see, if a relation is reflexive, we have got this minimum, let's say this 1 1 2 2 and 3 3, this is present. So this is our let's say our relation, let's say this is R4, and if we take superset of anything, we add anything, we keep on adding like this 1 2 2 1 whatever 3 1 1 3, we keep on adding whatever it is, the superset will always be reflexive, because the minimum criteria is this has to be present. Okay, so for here it is these three elements are there, maybe in somewhere it can be like, let's say 5 6, then 5 5 6 6, this has to be have to be present. Okay, so like this. Okay, now let's see this part. Okay, so number of reflexive, I haven't rubbed it out. Okay, anyway, see here, I think it is recording, right? So here A, the cardinality of A is n, obviously the cardinality of A cross n will be n square. See, we have done this. So number of diagonal element is n, so I actually rubbed it out, and then I thought, so if you remember 1 comma 1, I will show you again, 1 comma 3, then 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, then 2 comma 3, 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, 3 comma 3. So this here, the diagonal number of number of diagonal elements here is 3, because the cardinality was also 3. Okay, so this number of diagonal elements is n, this is true. So total number of number of non-diagonal elements, so total number of elements were n square. So you can see here it is 3 into 3 is 9, so n square minus n. So number of reflexive relations is 2 n square minus n. So how it is coming, I will tell you. Okay, so like this, it is becoming vague. Let's see and write properly, and then you understand. See, you don't have to remember. So just don't think like, don't try remembering. I will suggest don't try remembering number of reflexive, number of irreflexive. There are a lot, symmetric, antisymmetric, asymmetric, a lot of things to do. So you cannot, I don't think, see, if you can remember it's well, but I cannot remember, so I do it like this. How I do it? Number of let's say the first number of elements are 1 1 2 2, all the reflexive thing, they have to be present. Let's write down like this, n comma n, till n comma n. Okay, so the next thing, others are 1 2 2 1, then 1 whatever it is, then 1 3 3 1, like this. all the other elements which can be present, we write it down here. So now this part is our diagonal elements. So this is n. So these are see 1 to n, this will be n elements, okay. So and this part will be, see, total is n square, this is our n, and so what will this part be? N square minus n. So see, this is n square minus n. So this has to be present. These elements, this n part, they have to be present. So don't think, just cross it out. Don't think how many relations, as reflexive relations are possible, and because this is just probability is that this will be present. So we don't have to think this is present or not. That's not the important thing. But here, this part can be present, cannot be present. Say can't be present. Okay. So there are two possibilities. So it can come down to as 2 to the power n square minus n, number of reflexive relations. If relations like this. Okay, so this is our coming down to as this. So total is n square, this part will n, so this part will be n square minus n. So this is not our headache, but this is not headache, I mean like this we have to think. So two possibilities are there, it can be present, cannot be present. So 2 to the power n square minus n. So this can be asked in some questions. So this maybe not some such easy things, but this kind of questions can be asked where you have to find out number of reflexive relation, irreflexive. See, I don't want to go on like what are the other relations, go step by step. Okay. So another question, another thing is number of relations which are not reflexive. Okay. So this thing is number of relations which are not reflexive, which is 2 to the power, total is 2 to the power n square, and reflexive relations are 2 to the power n square minus n. So number of relations which are not reflexive, total is this, and minus the reflexive relations. So this will be the relations which are not reflexive. Don't think it is irreflexive. Okay, I will tell you what is irreflexive is, but the relations which are not reflexive is like this. Okay, so let's see some examples. I will do PYQs also. Okay, so just don't think this is tough and all. This is not. This is easy actually. I tend to say a lot of things easy, but not everything is easy also. So but this is because you just have to go step by step, then you can understand very well. You can obviously do questions. We will do questions, just go slowly. And now let's see some examples on reflexive relations. Okay, so now here the first is the relation less than equal to is reflexive on any set of real numbers. Okay, so where see reflexive means x is less than equal to x. So this, if we take the equal to sign, so yes, obviously this is true, reflexive relation holds. Okay, so this one holds. So now you can understand, right? This 1 1 2 2 like this will be equal to each other. So this holds. So now the relation is a divisor of, is a reflexive on set of non-zero real numbers. Okay, so each number is a divisor of itself only. So this is just a common thing from mathematics. Okay, so every number is divisible by itself. So obviously this is true. So the next is a relation is a subset of, denoted by this is subset sign we have known in sets, is reflexive on any collection of sets. So everything is a kind of subset of itself only. So this is true. Next is a relation is parallel to, is reflexive on set of all lines. Every line is parallel to itself only. So line L, this L is parallel to itself. So this is also reflexive. Now next is R is equals to xy belongs to z into z, xy is even integer, so even integer is given. So xy is given, but we can take it as, because it is reflexive, x minus y is equals to 0, and 0 is even. Okay, so just a reminder, so 0 is even, so please remember this. Okay, 0 is not odd, this is actually even. So this is also true. So make a note of all these things, because when you are doing first, you may practice a bit more than later, because now you are practicing, later you can do it by yourself. Okay, so now make a note of it, and we will see another example. So now let's see this example, which is asking which of this is false. Okay, so false is asking. So if R1 is reflexive, then every superset of R1 is reflexive. So this is true actually, because see, we have already seen, let's say this 1, 2, 3 are present, we are taking A cross A, so the minimum will be reflexive is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So this is let's say minimum. So if we take superset means we are adding more some here. So if you are adding anything like 1, 3, 1, 2, like this 3, 1, anything we are adding, this will remain reflexive, because this is our minimum, and which is already present, because it was said that if R1 is reflexive, then superset has to be reflexive, because already it is reflexive and we are adding some more, so it is obviously true. So this is not the answer. So now next is, if R1 is reflexive, so let's say this is our R1, so this is reflexive. Okay, so this is our R1, the whole thing is reflexive, then every subset of R1 is reflexive, so this is false. So what if we take these elements, every subset, so not just there exists a subset, so every subset, like for all. So if we take these 3 elements, let's say, so 2, 2, 3, 3 are present, but 1, 1 is not present, so this is actually false. So this is our answer. Subset of this reflexive relation is not reflexive. Okay, superset can be. So now next is, so obviously our answer is B. Let's say let's anyway see B, C and D. So R1 and R2 are reflexive, so intersection part will be reflexive. This is true, because the already this is reflexive, this is reflexive, we are taking the intersection part which is reflexive. True. So next is union. R1, R2 are reflexive, and if we take the union means the whole thing we are taking, which is also reflexive. This is also true. Let's write like this. One of when I was taking MADE test, actually MADE test also there, and there I think there is a CTQ, I think concept through question, or like the before GATE exam was there, they started this thing, questions through CTQ or like this. They used to have these questions, and they used to solve them. So there you can see the teachers are really good. Okay, so there I this sir who teaches theory of computation, I don't know their names. Okay, I have no idea what their names are. So the person who teaches theory of computation part of mathematics, so he used to tell in those videos that don't put tick and cross in anywhere in automata or this mathematics, because when you are doing in a hurry in exam, so what we do, like when we do this, let's say this is our rough sheet given, and if we write it like this, 1 is this, 2 is this, 3 is this, and 4 is cross. So now if we go back and check, it is false or true is asking, so we cannot, if it may happen that we cannot recall, so we will do this again. So what we'll do, we will do this again, then we'll write true, this is true, and this is false, like this. So it's better just write true, false, like this. There there, this is very important, he told, and like this. I don't remember in GATE there any questions were asked like this, but it was a really good let's say trick, very good trick. So this is true, this is true. Okay, so this is our option C. Option B is our false, so this is our correct option. So let's say another example here. So R1 is reflexive, okay, and R2 we don't know, right? What is that? Not known. And we are asked R1 union R2. First is R1 union R2. See, R1 union R2 means, see, we have to take the whole thing, means union means to take the whole thing. So this is basically reflexive, okay. So we are taking the whole thing. But if we are taking union part, this may not come to us reflexive, okay. So we cannot actually say this is reflexive or not, okay. So because if we take the whole part, see, this is, see, here the thing was both were reflexive, but here this part is reflexive and this we don't know. So if we take the union, obviously union means the whole thing, this part will be present, so it will be reflexive only. But intersection is, if we take the common part, so it can come down to as null also, so we cannot say this, right. So this is it. So next we will move on to irreflexive relations. I don't know when I will be able to upload this, because my net connection is very poor here. My broadband connection is not working, and Vodafone net doesn't work, uploading videos doesn't work. So I will make videos first and then I'll try to upload them later, okay. This is like a headache to me because I have to, my phone is not very good. So after I was thinking, like, after getting stipend, I will buy a phone and try to shoot videos with them. So like this, I'm like chatting with someone is present here. So this is like a family to me, right? Like uploading videos, this is like my virtual family, you can say. So like this. So after getting stipend, I will try to buy a phone so that I can upload shoot videos properly. This is very haphazard for me now. So this, sometimes the video stops, sometimes audio is not recorded, so many things happen. So like this, let's not tell me your problems now. You have quite on your plate obviously now. So if you love watching my videos, please do like, share with your friends who are preparing or need of this, or please, at least you please subscribe, okay, whoever is watching and have loved this, so please do subscribe, okay. So I'm trying to make more and more videos possible, so that, I don't know, after studying of college, one of my friend is already studying in IIT Kanpur. She says I mean, you won't get time. Actually Bengali came out because we talk in Bengali, right? So she said me time pabina, so it's hard to get time. I don't know, obviously I think it's it. So I'm trying to make more and more videos now, so before college start, okay. So bye and see you in next video.